Hello everyone and welcome to F1 League Cup Season 3B Round 7 around Canada, the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. And here we see Short, our third place driver last week in Monaco, going round the second chicane down the long straight. So I'm your host, SpAgEgTi-ChIPS, aka the person who always comes fourth in Season 3A. But here we go. I believe, who was the first person out of the pits? I believe it was Oppikonum once again. He loves to get out of the pits early, having a bit of a... oh no. Who's that? That's Topics in front of him. We'll ride more with Topics actually. He'll be the first person over the line. No, he won't. He's going to let Oppikonum pass actually. So we will ride on board with Oppikonum. So here we go. Down the main straight. I know none of the corners, so I'm just going to call them turds. So going into turn 1 now. Gear 4. Pretty old, getting a bit wide there, Oppikonum does. I probably need to do that. So Oppikonum now going down the short straight, going into the chicanes. I really need to get some names up of the corners, because that would really help as Oppikonum goes through the middle sector now. Pretty oh no, he's backed off. He's had a I don't know, he's had a bit of an off. We have yellows in sector 2, probably for Joret actually setting his lap. Tyler Harry starting his lap. Let's see what he can do while I get up the standings and everything, so then we can talk about the race so far. Not the race, the championship so far, as we should see our first lap by Topics. No, we won't. We'll see our first lap by Short. Yes, we will. We'll see our first competitive lap time by Short. Here we go. The person who came P3 at Monaco. What can he get for his first lap? It looks like he's backed off at some point, because it already looks like a 1:08. Yeah, there will be another lap involved in this. Hello to the 5 people watching on the stream. Yeah, 1:16.1. Obviously had a bit of an off halfway through the lap. So we'll have a look at the fitted tyres. So Oppikonum, the only person going out on the super soft compared to everyone on the hyper softs. And we've got a comment. Let's have a look who's that's from. I cannot talk at the moment. I'm really sorry. I need to turn down the audio. Who's the comment from? Let's go Fretty, says Brumadinho. Fretty, obviously in P10. We've got Jesper and Nicky setting laps, with Woomaloo as well setting a lap. Skullface now set a 19.9, getting into the 109 barrier and breaking it. DeLuca was a reserve in 3A last night. He came 5th, I believe, and he's just gone and set himself a 1:10.2. Not on the alternate strategy though. Jazzy's joined. Hallelujah, he has joined. Short's binned it. Short has absolutely gone and binned it. Composites in on 1:11. Who else should we have a look at? We'll have a look at Mike Asafati, because he's got the best name on this planet, and that's him starting a lap right now. Tyler Harry, he's up by 7/10 of his original time. Let's have a look what he can get, and he's backed off. Lord Elephant though, he's on his out lap. Fretty though, here we go. He was P1 actually for Season 3B. Jazzy's left the session. I'll give him an invite if I can in a second, because I would not like to see him lose out on the race. Here we go. Fretty, oh, he's gone into the pits. Everyone probably getting invalidated lap times, I suspect, from our 16 runners at the moment. Only half the pack have done a valid lap. Let's have a look. Has everyone invalidated laps? Yeah, lots and lots of invalidated laps. I'll be surprised if I don't see many time penalties during the race. So so we'll go to the standings, as loads of people are in the pits right now. We'll ride on board with Philip Hodgson. No, everyone's going into the pits. We'll ride on board with Lord Elephant while we have a look at the standings. So Goldie cannot race this evening. He's still at the top of the championship though, with 3 wins and four podiums from that. Jesper Sodberg, I will butcher that name for the rest of the season. In P2 and in P2 on the grid so far. Here we go. Lord Elephant setting in validated lap time. So third is Rusland, getting himself 2 podiums. Had an unlucky race out in Monaco last time out, but hopefully he'll be able to redeem himself a bit. So next it was DeLuca. He is a real big threat, even though he hasn't set the timing boards on fire at the moment. But anyway, as we go on board with Lord Elephant, see if he can set a good lap time here. Woomaloo P5 on the grid, not on the grid, sorry, in the championship. That's your top 5. Lord Elephant is P6 in the championship. Can he set a good lap? He's got himself a podium, but hasn't got himself a win yet in the championship. We do have the rev glitch, sadly. Can he set a good lap time? Going through the final sector now, down to the wall of champions, and he's going for it. Will it be a good lap time? We're going up to the line now. 1 minute 8, 1 minute 9, 1 minute 9.6. He's top at the table. Well done to Lord Elephant, setting the timings on fire, beating Skullface out by almost 3 tenths, Jesper by 5 tenths, and Joey only 0.001 behind Jesper. So that Haas battle is looking very close. So we're now going to have a look at someone who we should be expecting to get a good time. DeLuca, at the moment in P6. Oppikonam actually, oh my goodness. Oppikonam making Force India a very big force in this championship. Again, only 0.01 behind his teammate Lord Elephant. What is a constructor standing saying at the moment? So Williams, which is of I believe it's called Composite and Goldie, I believe it is, when Goldie's actually here. So Short is covering Goldie's seat. They're top of the championship. Hassel in second, only 3 points behind. Then Toro Rosso, 24 points behind the leaders. Renault, Sauber, Force India, McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari and Red Bull. So Oppikonam has retired from the session. I don't know why, but can DeLuca set a good lap time? Sadly, we do have this rev glitch, and Fretty's gone and set the fastest lap time of the session with a 1 minute 9.4. So going down the final sector now, we see DeLuca at the moment in P7. He's not going into the pits. This looks like a pretty competitive lap time, going 1 minute 6, 1 minute 7, 1 minute 8, 1 minute 9.3. He's gone quickest. DeLuca up there once again, being a threat in this championship. Fretty will not be happy with that, beating him by only 0.03. That is a shame for him. Lord Elephant in the pits. Jesper not up on his lap time. Skullface, he's about to start his flying lap. Joret, he's up on his lap time. He's up by a tenth in the first sector. He needs to gain 3 tenths to get anywhere near anyone else at the moment. Jesper obviously setting another lap. I did not see that. Beating his teammate by 4 tenths there. So Joret still up on his lap time. I do believe we have yellows in sector 2. Probably for car slow down. There's a massive lock up by Joret there. Bit of a squirrel on the exit. That's DeLuca, I believe, slowing down to let Joret past. And also another McLaren. And there's a bit of overtaking at the back there. 11 viewers, thank you very much for watching, you guys. And Joy's pulled in straight to the pits. Maybe that lock-up's really hurt his tyres. Tyler Harry going into the pits as well. Who else can we see? Philip Hogston, he's not on a flyer. Composite on a flyer. Set a 1 minute 11.0 not really the most respective lap time in the world. Mike Hazafati saying a good 1 minute 10.5. That's not bad at all. Obviously, DeLuca up there setting the timing sheets on fire. So I don't think a 1 minute 10 is that bad actually. So Rusland, currently third in the championship. What can he do? This looks like a pretty good lap time. He's going to get a 1 minute 10.6, but it was invalidated. Lord Elephant on his outlap now. Still got the rev glitch. I can't spectate people who've got the rev glitch. Here we go. Nicky Sojberg. Still can't pronounce the name. I'm going to ride on board with him for a bit. See what he can do. Going down into the final sector now. This is his outlap. Actually, shall we have a look at Woomaloo? Just starting his lap, I believe, actually. We'll go on with... Who else is on a quick lap at the moment? There's not many people on quick laps. Nicky Sojberg and Woomaloo. Woomaloo will finish quicker, so we will go with him. We've got 3 comments. Let's have a look at those comments. Middle sector is poor. There's time on the table, says FLH he believes he could definitely get pole from DeLuca. At the moment, thousands separating them. I will have to turn notifications off at the end of the session. Don't you worry about that. So Woomaloo, bit of lag spike there. I'm sorry about that. But here we go, Woomaloo through the lap now. That lovely Renault car. Still think that's the most epic cars on the grid due to the black. It looks absolutely sexy, if I do say so myself. Going into the final 2 corners, the Wall of Champions, very safe on approach. What can he get? He's going to get a 1 minute 10.7, which he probably won't be too happy with. I would really hope that Woomaloo, being 5th in the championship, will be hoping to get up there with the top runners. Lord Elephant on his flying lap now. This looks like a pretty good lap time. He's in hot lap. He's got his DRS activated and right into the pits. 15 viewers, lovely jubbly. So we've got Nicky Sojberg. Is he on the lap? I think so. But I think we should have a look at Tyler Harry. At the moment, I believe P10 in the championship. So this is a pretty respectable position from him. We're gonna have a look at his lap. I believe this is an outlap actually. Yeah, I think, is it an outlap? I think this could be an outlap. Miguel Carrillo. I'm having a guess you're Opic Codum. You clip the wall in the 2nd sector. Obviously, not the best.1hopefully you can keep that P4, but Tyler Harry's gonna go P7. That's a good lap from him, breaking the 1 minute 10 barrier into the 1 minute 9s. Yes, you are. Woomaloo actually said a 1 minute 10.0, much more respectable of a time. But Fretty, knowing that he can go quicker in the middle sector. Let's have a look at this middle sector compared to DeLuca's. So DeLuca got a 1:27.9 in the middle sector, while Fretty got 1 minute 27, not 1 minute 27, a 27.9 in the middle sector as well. So they're really close on pace. Stupid ref glitch. Here we go. Jesper Sojberg not improving on his lap time. Must have been a pretty good lap time from him. Skullface, is this? Yes, it is! Skullface has gone pole by 0.3 of a second. Well done to him. That is an absolute belter of a lap. Wow. Almost getting into the 1 minute 8s there. Good lap by him. DeLuca's now out. Fretty's out. Obviously, Opic Conum cannot set a lap time. Sure, is he on the flyer? Looks like it. Let's have a look. Is he up through the middle sector? We'll be able to see any second now, as he is finishing the sector around now. He's down by 8 tenths. Jesper probably not on a flyer. Is he on a flyer? No, definitely not on a flyer. Nicky Stoichberg not beating his time down by 2 tenths. He'll have time for... Oh, he stopped on track. He's probably retiring. Or is he... Yeah, I don't know. Nicky, yeah, retiring. Probably not the best place to retire, really, because that's on the start of people's laps. But here we go. Philip Hogston. He is in League A, so I'll be hoping to see... hoping to see that he will be getting a good time. He's obviously, this is going to be his warm-up lap. Already on 2 lap used Hypersoft, so I'm really hoping they can get a good time in. Someone's just set a lap time who was P16, now it's Russland. Russland's gone P9 with a 1 minute 9.9. Only 3 thousandths off of Tyler Harry. Tyler Harry, sadly, only P10. He's not going to go out for a run again. He's done on those hypers. As DeLuca did not see that coming. He's gone into the 1 minute 8s. He's gone into the 1 minute 8s. Well done. But Fretty, has he got anything to answer to that? As he's now warming up for his flying lap. He obviously, that was his flying lap, but he obviously did not get what he wanted 16 seconds down. Obviously lost it in the middle sector or something. DeLuca, what a time by him. Game lagged. Rigby saying, nice one, Skullface. Sadly, he's been booted off the top by DeLuca. Getting into the 1 minute 8. Well done to him. Fretty, can he answer at all to this? Will Short? Short, he's on his outlap. He definitely won't get a time in. DeLuca's retired. Obviously happy with his lap time. Still the bloody rev glitch on Fretty. Hopefully that will be sorted for the race. Going into the final sector, he's 5 tenths up. That's not enough at the moment. He needs to get 1 more tenth up to get pole. He's going down the long back straight. I need to get corner names up because that will be really helpful in the race. So here we go through the final 2 corners, the wall of champions as they call them. Will Fretty be a champion of this qualifying? Yes, he will. Oh my god, he's got a whole second quicker. What a time from Fretty. Brumadinho, you were right. Fretty is just gonna smash the pack. The pack is now separated by 1.8 seconds. That's not a lot. But look at the mid pack. From Short down to, oh my goodness, Short down to Woomaloo, 7th down to 13th, separated by 2 tenths. Talking about Short, he could not get a lap in, but Woomaloo still can. Oh, and he's binned it! Woomaloo's binned it, and I believe that is the end of the session. I can't see anyone setting a quicker time. 1 tenth up on my 3 AP free time. Well done, Fretty. That was an absolutely amazing time. Oh, it's a rain race. Here we go. Is it raining the whole race though? That's the real question. As I need to go put my notifications off. Yay. Who doesn't love turning off their notifications? Boom, I almost turned power off. I'm so good at this. Notifications and off. Here we go. And I need to have a sip of water as we go to the race now. Fretty on pole, DeLuca in second, Skullface in third. Oh, here we go. So it's heavy to into, maybe end dry. So I'm having to guess a lot of people put wet setups on because this will be a very exciting wet race. And as we can see, it's absolutely pouring down the grid as we are getting ready obviously picking their strategies. And why is my voice showing in the background? I'm very sorry about that. But so some people have already chosen their setup topics. Hopefully it does get lighter, and then obviously the changeover point to inters, that'll be interesting, as some people may think no, it's still wet, while some people will think I believe this should be inters conditions. Very good. So will we see oh, here we go. Oh, I thought we were going straight to 5 red lights there. So will we see FLH taking the W 2 weeks in a row? Thank God we don't have the rev glitch at the moment. Will we see FLH winning again? Will we see a challenge by DeLuca in P2 for the win? P3 at the moment. Skullface. He'll be looking to get up there with his apparently aggressive what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, hang on, everyone's on inters. I expected it to be full heavy rain conditions, so it's non-to inters, so it looks like it'll be double inters unless the rain gets heavier as the race goes on. So everyone's on those intermediate tyres. We'll definitely have a look at position changes, because there will be a lot of position changes by the end of lap 1. So we see Skullface, then Jorrit. Jorrit, I believe, couldn't start the session last time. Jazzy is in the session. Sadly not been able to benefit from new tyres, as everyone can benefit from that, as it is rainy conditions. So Lord Elephant's been disqualified, so is FLH. Don't know how FLH's been disqualified, but he has. DeLuca will be looking to get the jump on FLH in turn 1. Skullface maybe as well. Opic looking for redemption from his qualifying. Shorts was on the podium last week. Can he do anything to aid him to get a podium? Jesper second in the, he'll be hoping for a good result. Russell in third in the championship. Tyler Harry just in the middle. Nicky, his brother, will be probably wanting to beat his brother. Topics, Wurmu, Philip, Mike Hatzafati, Composite and Jazzy rounding off the grid. Why is it going there? So we're going to, are we going to go to 5 red lights? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. And we've seen some jump starts. That is not good for Mike Hatzafati, and I believe Wurmu got one as well. We go down into turn 1. DeLuca is got on the outside of FLH and he's taken pole position. What a start from DeLuca. Going up, Jazzy's got a 5-second stop go for severe collision with Wurmu. Wurmu not getting massive damage. Jazzy and Larso's probably got damage. DeLuca in P1, FLH in P2, Skullface in P3, Lord Elephant in P4 making up a position. Short making up 2 positions, already up to P5. Jorrit having a terrible start, going down 2 positions. But Opiconum, what's happened to him? Oh, he's got bad front wing. He must have front wing damage. What's happened to Opic? Is that front wing damage? I'll have to look. Yeah. Opiconum's got bad front wing damage at the end of lap 1. But here we go at the top of the grid. DeLuca, then FLH, then Skullface, and Lord Elephant, then Short, then Jorrit, then Tyler going up 3 positions. Russell going up the 1, and literally side by side with Tyler Harry going down towards the last corner. Russell's going to go for it, going to go for the dive, but he cannot make it into the Wall of Champions corner. Loads of people probably going to have to be cautious with that Wall of Champions corner. So Topics looks like he's got a drive through. No, I think Topics has damage. Philip Hoxton also having damage. Opiconum also having damage. I believe there are 2 drive-throughs at the start. Let's have a look. There is, oh, so there's one for Wurmu, one for Philip, and one for Mike Hatzafati as well. That is not good for those three. Jazzy having a stop-go penalty. And those are the end of the lap 1 collisions. What's the closest battle at the moment? We've got My Cat as a fatty right on the edge of Jazzy. Jazzy's not looking good on those tyres at the moment. And My Cat is a fatty, just got past him. Still got the best PSN name ever. But here we go, Jazzy going to try and get a comeback on him. Not going to happen, but Short and Jorrit exchanging positions. Well done, Short, on that P5. Going up 2 positions, Jorrit down 2. I believe Short was still there and Jorrit was just behind. Maybe Jorrit going to try and make a move. But look at this, Lord Elephant on Skullface. Look at the gap. There's literally nothing in between them. DeLuca obviously setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. Lord Elephant, can he make any advances on Skullface into turn 1? Skullface goes a bit wide, but he's got it under control. But Lord Elephant is ready to pounce this. Tyler Harry. Oh, Jorrit spun. Jorrit spun it. Ruslin's gone up 5, and Tyler Harry, well done to him, has gone up 5 positions so far. Obviously aided by Opiconum having to pit and down 11 positions. Not the best for him, as I'm sorry for that, my sister walked in my room and was playing Chariots of Fire, but who cares about that as we go halfway through lap 3. Short has obviously had a bit of a mare. I did not see that as I was probably looking at my sister jumping around the room. Joy has now a 3-second time penalty for cutting that corner. We'll be expecting a lot of them, so he won't be out of the blue. Lord Efron has got past Skullface, but Tyler Harry now going to try and get past Skullface. He's in overtake. What's Skullface on? Skullvertake. Tyler Harry's got past Skullface, as I believe. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's made a little bit of a... Oh, I'm not sure if that should have been legal. Skullface has completely forced Tyler Harry off the track, but Tyler Harry will be looking for a comeback from that. 3/10 difference. Jorrit pitting, so is Woomaloo. Woomaloo for the drive-through penalty. My Cat is a fatty. Get a 5-second stop go as well. His races go from bad to worse instantaneously. Woomaloo coming out P10? Yeah, because this pit lane is very different to others. You may see something from one end, but the position you come out is much different. Is the quality just bad on my PC? No, you can get 720p. Cool. All good. Philip Hodgson getting a 3-second time penalty as Tyler Harry is closing up to Skullface. No, he isn't. He's had a bit of an off there. He was literally in distance of him. Oh, Topic's has spun it. Topic's not having the best week in F1 League Cup so far. This is a terrible week. Why is everyone pitting for wets? Topic's is the only one on wets, gambling for the wets, but I don't believe it's worked for him. His week's gone from bad to worse. Has Philip Hodgson made the 2-stop? No, it's because he had that drive-through. That's why. So DeLuca now getting a pretty good lead on Fretty actually now. Fretty obviously in P2. Lord Elephant now got a time penalty. Oh, we've got the rev glitch on Lord Elephant. Tyler Harry getting close to Skullface once again. Skullface has almost binned it through there, and Tyler Harry, that's a free position for you, mate. Going up into P4, gaining 6 positions. Well done to him. Another person who's gained 6 positions so far in this Grand Prix is Jazzy, the Mercedes driver in this race, because he joined late. Who does he actually drive for? I'll have a look right now. He usually drives for... I'm looking at the wrong thing right now. He usually drives for... Jazzy drives for Ferrari. So that's good... that's good advantage for the Ferrari driver. The pack getting a bit spread out now. Skullface obviously having that bit of an off there. His tyres are really dying. Nicky Sojberg, still can't pronounce his name. Oh, Fretty's now got a 3-second time penalty. I believe is that his second? I'm not sure, but Nicky is now closing on Skullface. Skullface's tyres are not in the best of condition right now. Joy being overtaken by Mike. Oh, Jazzy getting close to composite. Mike Fatty being overtaken by Joy there. Joy having an absolutely terrible start. Sad for him. Has Topics? Yeah, Topics has gone on pit for those for the Inters again. Obviously hoping that there's a safety car soon. Every single person so far in the race is still in the race. No crashes yet. But I'm having to guess Topics wants one, as a safety car would be nice for him, as there's only about a 4 or 5 second gap between him and DeLuca in P1. Lord Elephant now getting close to Ferretti, actually. But who else is getting really close? Oh, Philip Hoxton! He's retired! What did I just say? There's a virtual safety car, not the thing that Topics would want. But it's a VSC. People could be pitting if they believe it's not the correct time right now. Oh, and he's binned it at the Wall of Champions! Philip Hoxton is the first person to be, what's the word I'm looking for? To be a victim of the Wall of Champions. What a shame. That is an oh dear and a half from him. DeLuca, obviously the intervals are not respective how close they are. How is Nicky getting a... Oh, Ruslin's pit. Is Ruslin going to go on to the wets? Is it time for a wet changeover? Has Jeff said something? It's pitting onto the intermediate tyres. Maybe just a bit of a free pit stop as the race restarts now. Russell and pitting, maybe that's not the best of ideas. It may go to wet conditions soon. So, after the VSC, we've got DeLuca still in P1 by 4.2 seconds. Fretty cannot do, Fretty has no answers to that. Lord Elephant in P3, still with the bloody rev glitch. Tyler Howie in P4, Short in P5, Goldface in P6, Nick is P8, Whitman in P9, Russell in P10 after making that pit stop, Jazzy in P11, Composite in P12, Joy in P13 right next to Composite. Joy will be looking for that overtake, bit lag there, and Joy's got a bit of a skip. Yellow flag. Who's that for? Is that for... Oh, it's my cat. My cat is a fatty, was facing the wrong way. As I believe, is that... Yeah, that's a move from Joy on Composite. Joy, but getting a 3-second... He'll be looking to Jazzy to that connection. With join into qualifying. Here we go. Back straight now. Will Joy be able to make a move on Jazzy? It's the 2 J's. Coming down the back straight, will he be able to make a move into the chicane, which is named the Wall of Champions? Will he? Yes, he's already done it. But Joy has got another 3-second time penalty. How many time penalties is Joy on? He's on the 1, 2, 3. He's on 3 penalties already. That's 9 seconds. Before you know, Jeff will be on the radio saying, "Oh, and he's got another one." Jeff will definitely be on the radio saying, "We are close to disqualification, Joy. This is not good." My cat is a fatty, sadly having to go to the pits. But DeLuca gaining time on Fretty all the time. Lord Elephant still with the bloody red. I cannot do anything. DeLuca still improving on time. Is that improvement on time showing that the intermediate conditions are getting a bit more suited to their tyres? Nicky Storchberg right on the back of Skullface now, going into this corner of the circuit. Will he be able to make any sort of ground with him going into turn 1? He looks a bit too far back. Opiconum actually getting past Composite into the braking zone, but they've got back, and that looks like contact. But they're going to go right down the back straight now. I need to get names up. Canada GP names, corner names, but here we go. And Jazzy's got another 3-second time penalty. Opit Conan getting past Composite. We need to have a look at some corner names. They're probably like Gilles, Jacques, Philip Hodgson sadly leaving the session. Let's have a look at the corner names. So, we're going to go on a virtual lap. Not a virtual, just a lap with someone. We're going to go on with Jesper Sorsberg as he's really close to Skullface. And his brothers obviously overtaken Skullface. Do they have corner names? I'm not sure if there are corner names actually. No, I can't see any corner names. Oh, there's a few. Okay, yep, there's a few corner names. So we're obviously going. So this is the Drat du Casino, which is the casino straight. As Jesper Sorsberg is getting very close to Skullface, but breaks super early compared to him. Short. Oh, Skullface has binned it! Skullface has binned it! Oh no! Skullface obviously starting P3. Oh no! Skullface spinning it. And has he got damage from that? Yes, he does. He's got damage. That is terrible. But look at this. Composite right on the back of Jazzy 19. Opit Conan catching a 3-second time penalty. Look how slow they have to go through the wall of champions, aka Quebec wall. Going into turn 1 now. Virage Senna turn 2. Will he be able to make a move maybe around the outside? Going into the inside now. They're going so slow. Maybe it's the time to change over to the wet compound tyres. But Jazzy going what? Yeah, this looks like wet conditions more than intermediate conditions at the moment. And Jazzy's gone wide. Jazzy's gone really wide and hit the wall. As FLH now sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We've got yellows in sector 3. Who's that from? It's green. Maybe it's Skullface once again. We don't know, but going into the next chicane, which we have no name for at the moment, they're going so slow. Is this a changeover point from the inters to the wets as they go down into Le Pingle, as the French will call it? I have no idea what that means, but I may have to put that into Google Translate. Skullface sadly having to pit. Composite right on the back of Jazzy. He won't be able to make any sort of move at the moment, but they're going down the back straight, the casino straight. Will he be able to make a move into the Quebec wall corner? And Jazzy goes and pits. This is probably a time that the inters are dying. So it wasn't actually a bad time for Skullface to pit. Not a really good day for the McLarens. Skullface spinning it, and also Topic spinning it as well. Hopefully there'll be a safety car maybe to make the field closer, because the field is really far apart, but FLH now pits. What the heck happened there with the Mercedes of Jazzy? We do not know, but here we go. FLH taking this pit stop. He's being held up in the pits. He's being super held up in the pits. That is not good from him. Short setting fastest lap after fastest lap. Tyler Harry though, my goodness, gone up 8 positions. But FLH only going down 3, and Woomaloo's a stop and go for speeding in the pit lane. You've got to slow down, gents. You have got to slow down. But here we go, Woomaloo now pitting. Where will he come out? Will he come out Russelin? Yes. They'll be very close. Coming into turn 1, I believe it's going to be close between Russelin and Woomaloo. Will Woomaloo make it, or will Russelin have beaten him? Russelin is beaten him out of the pit lane. Everyone now not very close to each other, but the closest battle is actually for the battle for 15th. And who will be last at the moment? Jazzy's hit the wall. Mike Azafati obviously not used to being down here in last position. He's backed off. Why? Oh, it's yellow. It's blue flags already. Tyler Harry going through. DeLuca now pits. Is Tyler Harry's not pitting. But I believe DeLuca's kept that lead. DeLuca has kept that lead. He doesn't need any competition. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, he's gone onto the grass. It's Tyler Harry now going to take P1. He's a bit too far behind at this point. Shaw pitting, Nicky pitting, and Jesper also pitting. What's the closest battle at the moment? Probably Tyler. Actually, the battle for P1. Oh, and Jesper and Nicky exchanging positions at the pit stops. Woomaloo not getting the best of runs out through the final corner, but Tyler Harry still looking pretty good at the moment. I'm not sure about his tyre situation. Oh, not good. Not good at all, as those spins show. So he's been on those tyres for 12 laps. They must be coming to the end of their life cycle at this moment in time. Yeah, they're definitely coming to the end of their life cycle. He will probably come out. Where will he come out? So I'm having to guess some magic numbers, about 17, 18 seconds in this pit stop. So he'll come out between Short and Nicky Sojberg. So fastest lap so far, set by Topics. Topics obviously looking to get back up the field. Lord Elephant now passing, and Lord Elephant now sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Obviously on new tyres there will be a lot of lap times. And now Composite trying to get himself on laps a bit, but will have to let Lord Elephant through. Short passing Tyler Harry as well. Not Tyler Harry. Wait, Tyler Harry? Having an absolute battle with Short. Short going down the inside. That is probably the worst camera angle for this time actually. Here we go. The best. I can't say words right now. Better angle from Tyler Harry at the moment. Going through the corners that have literally no name to the Wikipedia post that I've got at the moment. I cannot see any names unless this one has names here. No, it doesn't. I swear to God, none of these have corner names, which is quite sad. So Tyler Harry in P5, he's had a pretty. That's a lovely angle, by the way. That's an absolutely lovely angle of the front right tyre. Topic's now getting a 3-second time penalty. I'm definitely on the wrong thing to check where the action is. The action is Woomaloo. Woomaloo trying to sniff out the gearbox of Rusland, getting a bit off centre there. Bit startled by that. Maybe the gearbox was a bit smelly. Going, oh Jazzy, Composite. What's happened to Composite? Has he bottled it? Oh, he's only got a bottled it. Composite has only got a bottled it. I'm sorry, but Composite, that needed to be done. The McLaren's in P12 and P13, not very respectable. But here we go, main battle at the moment. Jorik going to try and get in on the action as well. 3 people in this battle, so we've got, I don't know what I'm doing. We've got Rusland at the forefront of this battle. Look at them, it's an absolute train. Rusland holding Woomaloo, and Jorik up a bit here. So Jorik getting in on this battle as well. Opikonim a bit too far behind on those 13-lap-old intermediate tyres. And look at those 13-lap-old intermediate tyres. He needs to get some new ones on. DeLuca now setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Woomaloo right on the backside of Rusland. Jorik right near them as well as he locks up into the Lupingo, and he almost bins it, but he doesn't bin it. Obviously the situation of weather is getting better as Short is just set at 1:20.5, which is a very good lap time for the tyres on and for the conditions. Woomaloo, will he be able to make any sort of move on Rusland? Not at the moment. He won't be able to make a move, and there's yellows in sector 1 and sector 2. Who's that there? Who's bottled it? That is that a Nicky bottle? That could be a Nicky bottle. But could that be a short bottle actually? Because he was 6-1 and 6-2. Maybe it'd be a Tyler Howie bottle actually, as he's lost a lot of time to short there. But Jowett obviously having a bit of a mistake. Lost a bit of time to Woomaloo and Russell in there. This is the closest battle on track at the moment. Everyone getting pretty detached at the moment. Woomaloo, he's going to go for it. He's almost gone. Oh, he's gone for it. Woomaloo on the outside has gone for it and got the move done into the third chicane? Third, and Russell's gone for it down the inside and he's worked. Has it worked? Tyler Harry's got a penalty and it hasn't worked as Woomaloo's got that position. Good move by Woomaloo, and Jowett will be wanting to get on in the action, but I need a drink and we're going to ride on board with Russell while I'm getting that drink. Right, so Russell is looking very off at the moment, but look at both these guys. Jowett on 13 lap old tyres while Russell is on 10 lap old tyres. Jowett obviously on the worst looking tyres, but will he be able to make a move on Russell? We know Russell can keep his tyres going for a long time, as we saw in Monaco with his Ultra Softs lasting almost the whole race, I believe. Lasting like 24 laps or something ridiculous like that. But this is the battle of Russell. Almost losing out yellows in sector 3. Who's that for? Oh! Who's that? Oh, that's I believe that's my cat. It's a fatty, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's a shame from him. That's a real shame. And Jowett get past Russell. I was just about to change. So Jowett's obviously made a dive bomb on Russell and going into Le Pingle, as the Canadian French would call it. But Russell will not be giving up that position as there's yellows in sector 1. Who's that? That's Jazzy. Jazzy's retired. Jazzy's had enough. And that's our second retirement of the Grand Prix. Russell, obviously on newer tyres, will be wanting to put Jowett in his place. And Opic's gone into the pits after having 15 laps on those intermediate tyres. Having a front wing change as well. He will be hoping for a safety car, as a lot of these drivers would, and as I would as well, really, because the lead is a bit too much. Luca, can you shorten it please? But hang on, there's a bit of a battle coming along here between P2 and P3. We'll have a look at Lord Elephant's progress. Lord Elephant, very quick. Oh, hello. Maybe, we're going to have a look very quickly. Lord Elephant's times 21.0 to 30's 22.6 in the last lap. Maybe had a bit of a mistake. Fretty getting a 3-second time penalty. That's really not going to help his cause for getting P2 in this Grand Prix. Drink, drink, drink. I just had a drink. But here we go, Lord Elephant. He's going to try and get past Fretty at some point. There's only 7 tenths in it. When there's one battle finish, there's always another in F1 League Cup. And this is one of them right now between Lord Elephant, the second best name in this league, and Alex Frentwell, aka Fretty, aka the person who gets super unlucky in League A. Season A, whatever you want to call it. Here we go, Lord Elephant. He won't be able to make a move into the final 2 corners of this track. But Fretty's he's actually a pretty good exit, so I don't believe there will be a move into turn 1 from these two. But while we talk about that, as my microphone just comes out of its slot, because it's an absolute idiot, let's have a look at the biggest winners so far. So obviously we've got DeLuca up 1, Fretty down 1, Lord Elephant up 2 from his qualifying position. Obviously looking for a good podium here. Short 10 positions behind Tyler Harry, making up 5 positions. Nicky Sojberg behind him by 1.6. Oh no, that's not Nicky. No, behind by 12 seconds to Tyler. Obviously not benefiting as much as Tyler could potentially help. But look at the brothers getting very close. Wimalu gaining 5 positions on his original spot. Composite needs to get out of the way, mate. You really do. You need to get out of the way ASAP. Topic's now pitting for the second time. I did not see the pit stop. But Lord Elephant is getting close to Fretty. Skullface is retired for the Grand Prix. Why is Skullface retired? We'll have to look from Optic Conan probably bidding at the chicane. Sadly, we're going to have to look at this over and overtake. I want to see. Oh! Ooh, looks. Oh, here we go. Yellow flags here. And he's probably locked up. Skullface is locked up. And put it into the wall. Not the best from him. But as we see, Lord Elephant getting ever closer to Fretty. But, oh, Optic, everyone getting penalties. Let's have a look at the penalty situation. So, DeLuca has got uno penalto. Fretty has got uno dozzo penalto. Lord Elephant has uno penalto. So the order at the moment as Optic Conan gets another penalty. DeLuca P1, Fretty P2. But by penalties, Lord Elephant is P2 and Fretty is P3. So Fretty needs to make a gap on Lord Elephant, otherwise he will be snatching that P2. And it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the rain is stopping. And that means in the final laps, it may be going to dry as there's yellows in sector 3. Can we see who that's from? Maybe not. Maybe not. We won't see who these yellows were from. I cannot see straight away from timings and people losing positions who that was. I feel sorry for Mike Safati. I really do. Looks like he's given up as Siri decides to get involved, and he wants to annoy me. But seriously, oh, Lord Elephant's lost a bit of time. But let's have a look. Any close battles at the moment? Jesper getting close to his brother Nicky, but there's no real advances. We need some advances, or this looks, yeah. There's no more rain falling, lads. There is no more rain falling for the final 10 laps. I believe everyone will be on the hyper soft tyres, smashing some laps in. That would be absolutely lovely. They just need the grid, not the grid, the tyres to get used to it. So they need to make a bit more of a line. There's still a tiny bit of spray coming from Jesper's car. This looks like the turning point. Who will be the first to pit for the new compound tyres? DeLuca. Will it be Fretty? Will it be Lord Elephant? Will it be Short? Will it be Tyler Harry out of the top 5? The most likely people for winning this Grand Prix. Maybe it's one of the back guys, maybe thinking I could benefit a lot from tyres which are of the slick compounds. But we've got yellows in sector 1. I can't see straight away who they're from. Lord Elephant? No, there's maybe Composite? No. We cannot see who that's from, sadly. Oh, and Skullface has left the session. Jesper getting a bit wide at turn 1. Nicky getting a bit wide on the centre virage. Lord Elephant losing a bit of time to Fretty, but later on the brakes, as we can see at the moment in time. My cat's a fatsy, not having the best of times, but here we go. We have some pitters onto the slick tyres. We've got Composite and we've got Rustland going onto the slick tyres. We've got Composite going onto the Supers. We've got Rustland going onto the Ultras. This is going to be very interesting. Will he have the superior pace on DeLuca? It doesn't. Does the racing line look good enough yet? I don't think it does. It needs another few laps. Russell's pitted a bit too early. He gambled. He really did gamble. Maybe in 1 or 2 laps he will be absolutely over. I can still see a few spits of rain. Oh! Yeah, this is not a good call. Topics now gets past Russell. And Mike Azafati has retired from the session. Probably out of boredom of being last by at least a lap. That is a shame from him. First runners of the Grand Prix left, not runners, racers. But look at this. Lord Elephant is now closing up to Fretti. Russell obviously going to have to get out the way. Russell, get out the way. This is not your race. Get out the way. Thank you very much. He could slot in there. But soon DRS will be enabled. And you can see Russell's strategy not working as he now goes down to P13. Here we go. Will Lord Elephant finally make a move on Fretti? No, he won't. And he's got a 3-second corner kind penalty. And that's not going to help him, as now I believe they're on equal penalties. Big shout out to DeLuca though. Massive shout out. He's absolutely bossing the race so far, as Lord Elephant gets a tiny bit of oversteer. Everyone getting quarter cone penalties. We have yellows in sector 1. Who's that for? Is it for short? Nope, I cannot see who that's for. Is it composite? Maybe composite. No! Russell on those ultras, think he could do it, but he couldn't. Nicky now getting penalties. I would really like to see what it would look like right now if penalties are being put into the situation, because it would be definitely a different grid to what we see on the left hand side of the screen. But we need to keep a look on composite and Russland. Do these tyres look like the correct tyres at this time? I think so. They're gradually. I'd like to see composite lap times in the next 2 laps. Jeff will be saying soon, I would like to see where DRS gets enabled, because that will definitely be the changeover point. Because I cannot see this being the chosen tyres for the next 10 laps. It looks literally dry on track at the moment. Sector 3 yellows. Who's that for? Who's that for? I have no clue who that's for. Probably composite or Russell, sadly. Probably composite. Yeah, it looks like he's going slow. Yeah, composite's going slow. I think, yes, lap cars. Being very, very respectful though. Oh, Russell. I'm really not sure on those tyres, mate. But look at this. The brothers are going to battle. This is what I've been waiting for all season so far. But that's not the closest battle now. Topics is getting right on Joyet's tail. Going into Le Pincle, the best corner name in the world. Going around the outside and not Skullface. Topics has done it. The lone McLaren in this race now has got P10 from Joret. The Sojberg brothers, 3 tenths in it. This is going to be close. They'll be shouting from each other from their rooms, say, get out my way, I'm quicker than you. But there'll be no team orders in the family. But it's not even team orders, it'll just be family orders. Topics now pitting. Does he think it's the perfect time to switch over onto the slick tyres? He's pitting for the Ultra Softs. There's still a lot of spray in the pit lane. And why is Siri getting activated again? I'm so sorry. Siri, shut the heck up. Right, let's see if let's have a look at any advances on these. Right, so what is his lap time? So 129.1. Looking like it is the changeover point. It's definitely the changeover point now. It must be. It's getting about the same. I won't be surprised if DeLuca or Fretti or Lord Elephant will be changing over this lap to the slick tyres. Short in P4. There hasn't been much action this race, but there could be now. Will DeLuca change in the last 8 laps to go on to the slick tyres? Will Fretti decide he can benefit as someone else goes into pits? It's Opic Conan going into the pits. Well, Lord Elephant's gone for it. Lord Elephant has gone for it. He must be going on to those hypers, as I believe hypers can at least last 7 laps of the Grand Prix. Oh no, they're stacking. They're stacking the pit lane for Force India. Oh no. That has ruined Lord Elephant's race. That has absolutely ruined his race. And there's lag in the pit lane. That is lovely. But look at this. Is this the time to change over? We'll have a look at Jorrit. Can we have a look? Any fastest laps? Fastest laps still being set by a runner who is on the intermediate tyres, but I have a feeling in the next lap or two that record will be broken. Jorrit only saying a 22.2 though, so I'll be hoping for a bit more. The track looks almost dry now, going to the last 7 laps of the Grand Prix. DeLuca going into the pits at last. Will Fretti be following him into the pits? Yes, he will, but he's gone way too deep. And he's got himself a 5-second stop go. He just didn't want to brake. But Lord Elephant, oh, that is such a shame for him. Fretti will have him. But Fretti's got him. Lord Elephant's too far behind. Opic Conan has absolutely bummed him in the pit stops. That is such a shame for Lord Elephant. As he now, look at that, he may be jumped by Short actually. He's going to be jumped by Short. Look, he's been jumped by Short, but has he been jumped by Tyler Harry? No, Tyler Harry's had a front wing change. But look at that, he's been jumped by Short. So the fastest lap now, at the moment, being set by Jorrit on the outsofts. Is anyone still? No, everyone's now on the slick tyres. Tyler Harry's still in the pits, but he, ladies and gentlemen, is on the hypersofts. Obviously a bit far behind to challenge at the moment, but there could be some action later on. In maybe, there's 22 seconds. Tyler Harry's on his own for a solid P5. He needs to warm up his tyres a bit. Yeah. But it looks like DeLuca, with 6 laps to go, has licked a stamp and said, goodbye, I'm winning this Grand Prix. So, any close battles, I'd say, oh, this is really annoying. Where are the close battles when you need them? Close battles. This is the closest battle. Short. Look at that. Short trying to make advances on Fretti. Short penalty situation. Short has been very respectful compared to Fretti, who has got, he's got himself up. So he's got himself 3, 6, 11 seconds worth of penalties. So it looks like Short at the moment will be getting P2. Fretti maybe not even getting P3 at this rate. Lord Elephant obviously going to be absolutely racing for his life to get up to Short. Hopefully they may know that Fretti's got 11 seconds worth of time penalties, so hopefully they won't fight, because they should know that they will be able to get them if they don't fight. But look at this, Woomaloo advancing on Jorrit like there's no tomorrow, as DeLuca finally sets a lap time which is respectable, 1 minute 15, 1 minute 14.9 by Fretti. But look at this, Woomaloo only 5 tenths behind as he almost clips the wall there, going into the second chicane on the circuit. Joy getting a bit away now, but his DRS has been enabled. I've not seen it at the bottom of my screen, sadly. I don't know why, but DRS has been enabled, and there's blue flags up ahead. Who's that? Who's the driver up ahead? It's probably Composite. No, it's not. Who's the blue flag for? Why are you lying to us? F1, why are you lying to us? Oh wait, no. It's probably, yeah. It's probably because they're being blue flagged by DeLuca. FLH behind. Yeah, there's 11 seconds now to Lord Elephant. Lord Elephant being very respectful on penalties, so hopefully he doesn't get one. And he'll be safe and sound in a podium position. Nicky Solberg nowhere near his teammate now, as I'm yawning a bit, but here we go. Oh, hang on. Why is Topics pissing? Why is Topics pissing? Topics? Has he got damage? Has Topics got front wing damage? He does. Topics has front wing damage. It didn't look too severe, but there you go. That's ruined his race once and for all. There hasn't been really many talking points with massive overtakes, amazing overtakes. Probably one of them being Wimelo actually on, I don't know who it was, but it was a good overtake. Everyone being spread out because of the wet conditions. Hopefully in the last 3 laps we can see some action of some kind. Wimelo, is he closing it on Joy? And I'm still yawning. I'm so sorry. As DeLuca getting past Joy now. DeLuca obviously lapping them. He probably won't get up to Jesper, but DeLuca now setting on 1 minute 14.0. That is a pretty good lap time by the Sauber driver. FLH not being able to answer. I'm surprised Tyler Harry hasn't been able to answer, as I believe that's Russell and slowing down. Obviously those two not benefiting from the slick tyres, as they pitted way too early and lost out. But Wimelo closing in on Joy once again, but not enough at this moment in time. And Mike Azafati has finally left the session. Wimelo and Joy is the closest battle on track. He will have DRS through the casino straight. He's in overtake mode. He wants to get this move done for P8, a low position on the points, but that is 4 points to his championship. Obviously being in P5 right now, he wants to go get those points. But talking about the championship, it will definitely be different by the end of this race, as the top 3, one of them's not here. Second in the championships P7, third in the championships P12. That shows how wait, is he P12? Is DeLuca fourth in the championship? Maybe missed a few races. I believe he must have. I'm just going to have a check on that right now. Standings. Yeah, DeLuca is in P4. But he will be overtaking Jesper and Russell. And he will he overtake? He's on 68 points. Let's use my mathematics skills. He will he be on equal points? I believe they'll be on equal points. Yes, they'll be on equal points. DeLuca and Goldie into France will be on equal points, so that'll be very fun to watch. But look at this, Joy really on the back of Jesper now. Look, what's happened there? Jesper's obviously had a bit of a look at that, going too wide. Joy's got another penalty, but Joy's just gone round the outside of Jesper Solberg. The two Haas teammates. What a move by Joy there, but look at this. Wimelo, the Renault, will be wanting to get on some action here. Will he be doing an unsuccessful dive bomb like me on Hairy Blues in Season 1 down this corner? No, he won't, because he's a respectful human being, unlike me. Joy obviously getting away, but Woomaloo cannot get past Jesper Solberg at this time. Joy hitting a bit of grass up ahead, but that's not what we're looking at the moment in time. Woomaloo only 2 tenths behind Jesper, almost hitting his front wing on Jesper's rear end. That sounded pretty wrong there, but we're going to go with it. Jesper Solberg on... Oh, this is the final lap. DeLuca is on his final lap now, going through the final corner of the Grand Prix. This Grand Prix's gone very quickly. Congratulations to DeLuca for winning the Grand Prix. Setting the fastest lap in the process. He will be on the same amount of points as Goldie. Fretty, P2. Good result from him. Short getting P3 once again, but time penalties. Short's going to beat Fretty on time penalties, but Lord Elephant, will he get Fretty? No, he won't. He won't get Fretty on time penalties, but Short has finished P2 and Fretty P3. Tyler Harry, Lord Elephant finishing P4. Tyler Harry on his own. Completely on his own. What a race from him, gaining 5 positions in the early stages of the Grand Prix. Short gaining 5. Well done to him as well. Tyler Harry finishing P5. Lots of people getting lapped, so their races have already been completed. Nicky Solberg, the next person not to be lapped from the Grand Prix, rounding the final corner now. He will take P6, beating his brother Jesper Solberg to P7. Well done to your top 3 today, DeLuca, Fretty and Short, but not in that order. It's now, because of penalties, DeLuca, Short, then Fretty. Well done to DeLuca. Look at that, the top 3 all English, as Oliver Matthew Gallagher is celebrating for a victory for DeLuca. Another one to add to his collection. Well done to Short, gaining 5 positions. Unlikely podium for him and Fretty in P3. If he didn't have all those time penalties, he definitely would have been up there. So well done to those 3. I'll be asking if they all want to do interviews or not. Well done to the top 3. Any questions that the chat has? As I did see, there was a message, but maybe not. Was there a message in chat? I believe there was, but it's not coming up on my chat. So I will put into Season B. Do they want a with the interviews? But here we go. DeLuca in P1, Short in P2, Fretty in P3, Lord Elephant P4, Tyler Harry P5, Nicky P6, Jesper P7, Woomaloo P8, Joy at P9, and Opic Colon P10. Well done to those 3. Getting a podium. So we're gonna have a look now. We're going to get them all 3. I believe that's Short's username, am I correct? Or not? That's not Short, is it? I'm going to invite that. I believe that's Short. Fretty 52. There you go, Fretty. We'll invite DeLuca. Yeah, DeLuca doesn't have a mic, but I will invite him just in case he does want to join. And that was a terrible voice break from me. So I will have to check chat because it looked like there was a message. I won't invite DeLuca actually. But yeah, so we'll invite those 2 to the party and we'll get some interviews. So was there any messages? Any comments? Will Sampson, wet races are a bit rubbish. What a bother. No, what a sugar rain race. I honestly hate the rain. Hello Short, can I ask straight away, and hello Fretty as well, can I ask straight away, you go into party settings and make sure your voice is on all always allow, so then we don't have any awkward moments. Yet again,
Okay, it's an
short.
always allow.
Cool. Both of you. Alright. So, obviously, DeLuca cannot join us for the podium interviews. Um, so, we'll obviously go to P2 because of penalties. Short will be getting P2. Well done to you getting that
Thank
P2.
you.
Unexpected once again. I would say running through the pack, gaining 5 positions. How did you find that race?
It was interesting. I'm not normally a fan of the rain, but I was following Lord Elephant in third, and so when he went for his pit stop, I went the lap after, and I assumed he had a penalty or something that slowed him down, and I got the undercut. So, but yeah, I sort of just pushed at the end. I think I got fastest lap at the end. Just tried to see if I could take advantage of any penalties, and I could, luckily.
Well done, yeah, there. Yeah, Lord Elephant got held up in the pits by his teammate, actually, getting a front wing change.
Right.
So that was a shame from him. One other question. So, obviously, you did start P7, I believe. So,
Yeah.
are you suited to Canada? Do you think it's one of your stronger tracks or one of your weaker tracks?
It's definitely one of my stronger tracks. What happened in qualifying was I went out for a lap. It was decent. It wasn't amazing. So I came back in and tried to get out again on a fresh set, but I couldn't make it. But I reckon I could have climbed up if I'd got out again, but I didn't have time. But it is one of my favourite tracks.
And obviously, you are reserved for this race. But if you are racing next week in France, do you think you will be able to get another podium?
Possibly. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about my pace around France. I haven't done anything online. I've only done career mode stuff, and I haven't really done much there. So I have to get some practice in.
Okay, thank you very much for that. That's your P2 short because of penalties. Obviously, sadly for Freddie, I saw your name pop up in my bottom left-hand corner a lot in this Grand Prix due to penalties, and sadly that lost you P2 in this Grand Prix. Do you usually get that many penalties, or was it just because of the wet, rainy conditions?
Uh, yeah, first of all, yeah, I usually pride myself on being one of the drivers with the fewest penalties. In that regard, today was pretty much a disaster. It wasn't really the rain, it was just sort of daft things. I mean, the 100-meter board at the last corner had gone, and so many times I braked too early and ended up over the curb there. So, and then turn one as well, I sort of hung the back end out one lap and got a penalty for that. So it was just a scrappy race, really. I think probably overachieved in qualifying a bit. I never really felt comfortable. My first 2 laps were not great in qualifying. So yeah, I think the lap right at the end of the qualifying was probably my best lap of the entire evening.
Oh,
And
okay.
my fastest lap on the last lap of the race by sort of 1.3 seconds. So finally hooked it up right at the end.
All right. Obviously, there was changing conditions during the race. We saw Opic Conan. No, was it Opic Conan? No, it wasn't. It was, I don't know who it was. It was someone in Rusland, doing a trying to go early on the other tyres, trying to get on those slicks early. How did you know to go onto the slicks at the right time to benefit from changing at the correct time and not losing any time on the slick tyres?
The inters were working pretty well at that point. I'd changed a few settings, bit of diff and whatnot as it got drier and drier. But yeah, even with really worn inters, I think they'd worn down that much. They were doing a decent job. And then just sort of halfway around the lap, the chicane just before the hairpin, I sort of started losing the rear again. Thought they were looking a bit hot, so yeah, just decided that was the lap. And I think DeLuca pitted on the same lap, so couldn't get any advantage there. But yeah, just I think we inherit second because Short's not in this league, so it's good
Well,
damage
yeah.
limitation really.
Yeah,
I
you
thought,
will. You probably will inherit second, as Short is a reserve. Lord Elephant is asking, do I need an interview as well? You won't need one because you didn't finish provisional top 3, sadly. Um, no, sorry, topics actually, sorry. But anyway, Fretty, one more question. Obviously, uh, I saw right at the end of your wet stint, you braked very hard into the pit lane and sadly got a 5-second stop go for it, which probably lost you that initial P2.
yeah,
But
complete brain fade there, really. Yeah, checking the tyre temperature right at the end, decided to go in the last minute.
yeah,
Panicked a bit whether I'd need to press box this lap or not. By that point, I was nearly in the pit lane, so yeah.
yeah. So
Again,
one,
luckily it didn't cost us too much.
yeah. So the question that I was going to ask from that is, wet conditions. Do you like them, or would you rather have the dries? Are you a Max Verstappen, or are you more of a Sebastian Vettel in that case?
Um, I'd be happy to be either, to be honest. But no, I mean Spain in this championship we had wet conditions. Even though we didn't finish up the top in that rain part of the race, we were quickest on track. So hopefully this is more of a one-off. Probably went a bit the wrong way on setup, looking at what the forecast was. But yeah, just move on to the next race.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for the 2 interviewees, as DeLuca obviously doesn't have a microphone. Thank you for watching F1 League Cup Season 3B Round 7 in Canada. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I've been SpAgEgTi-ChIpS, and good